class. I'm back again, and today I want to talk about the paper that you're going to be needing for this class. So there are several things you're going to need to buy. One is a sketchbook. This is a 9 by 12 inch spiral bound sketchbook, and this is a great example of what I want you to get. The reason I want you to get spiral bound is because it's easier to open them up flat. You're going to be doing a lot of your homework in the sketchbook, so you're going to need to take pictures, and it helps to have that flat surface to take. So this is just about 100 sheets of paper. It's not really heavy paper, but it's heavier than, say, bond paper. So there's that. And I've got some tracing paper. This is a brand called Canson. I love tracing paper because we can use it to actually build drawings. Notice how thin it is. I can see my hand right through it. When we learn how to do proportion and measuring, we'll definitely need some tracing paper. You don't need to get the Canson brand. I like it because it's a little bit more transparent than the Strathmore, but either one will work just fine. Now I want to talk a little bit about the larger paper. But before I do, I want to introduce you to a little piece of equipment that it's called a desktop easel or a tabletop easel, and I bought this from Amazon. And notice how I can pull this back piece and angle it a little bit, either forward or backwards. I like to angle it this way because I've got a rather small table that I'm working on here. We bought some of these with the art department funds, so we're going to be making them available through curbside pickup. These are loaners, so we would want them back at the end of the semester, but this can really help you get a better space to work in. I know a lot of you may have limited space to work in, so this little easel allows you to make a small area, a small footprint here into a larger workspace. I've got a drawing board here. This is just one of the ones we had in the classroom. We're also going to be providing some drawing boards for curbside pickup as well. Just move this over a little bit so you can see it. So this now gives me this nice, almost vertical surface to work on, which is very nice because when we work, we don't want to be working this way. We want to work this way as much as possible. It really makes distortion much, much less. Here's our newsprint paper. Whoops. There's a little screw on the back, a little wing nut that you can use to tighten the back leg of the tripod. Makes it a little bit easier to work with. I'm just going to flip this over. So newsprint paper is a cheap paper. We use this for warm-ups and things like that where we're working quickly. We're not trying to save it. It's very acidic paper, which means that over time it will turn brown and get very, very brittle. So we don't want to use this for our good drawings. We just want to use this to warm up. So that's that. You usually get about 100 sheets per pad. A lot more than you get with the good paper, what I call the good paper. So I'm just going to reorganize myself here a little bit. Here is the, oops. Here is what I call the good paper. This is the paper that we're going to be doing our longer drawings on, the ones that we may want to keep. And you can see how much whiter the paper is. The newsprint is kind of grayish. This paper is a lot heavier. This particular pad is 70 pounds. 70 pounds just has to do with the weight of a ream of paper, so don't even worry about it. The higher numbers are heavier paper, thicker paper. Again, a spiral bound is really good, although I've never seen anything but a spiral bound. There's a little area up here where you can tear out the paper and get a clean edge. So this is the paper that we're going to be working on for the longer drawings. So make sure that you get at least 65-pound 70-pound is even better. Okay, I think that's it for this little mini lecture. If you have any questions, of course, I'm available to answer them.